Hi, I'm Jen.
And I'm Craig.
And this is The Knot Project. And we are super excited about starting off a new year. I know that many people don't like making New Year's resolutions, and we are definitely not in the make New Year's resolutions category either. But there's something about a fresh start that I just love. In fact, I've been frantically cleaning today just so that the new year can start with everything fresh and clean, and I've been driving my family absolutely crazy. But that's the truth. And we definitely want to affirm that at the Knot Project we promise to keep it real. And which is why we don't really get dressed up for these things. Or our daughter, who's 11, did our professional lighting today. And we've just been having a lot of fun making this a family affair. So the great thing about New Year's is that we don't have to wait, actually, for New Year's for the fresh start. So even though the calendar has flipped and now it's 2017 and January 1st, by the time you're watching this, it's January 2nd, you still may be on that high of the fresh start. But God says in Lamentations that His mercies are new each morning. So even when you are driving your family crazy on January 1st, tomorrow is a new day. And in fact, each minute is a new day, and His mercies are always available to us. So no matter what where you are today or tomorrow or in February or next August, we just want to continue to encourage you to keep God front and center in your lives, in your marriage relationship front and center in your lives, because time gets away from us. And so we just wanted to share 2 ideas of how you can take advantage of the fresh start of the calendar year. And the first one I'm going to let Craig going to tell you about, and I'm going to hold up the prop.
Yeah. So when we were looking at the new year, this is an idea that several ministries that we've been involved with and have participated in have come up with. And it's the idea of entering into the new world for the first of the period of discernment and prayer to determine a word over that year, and moving into this season, into the new year, the word that came to me was balance. So one of the things that I tend to struggle with is putting everything, giving equal time to things that are important. I tend to focus on one thing and put everything in that one moment, and tend to neglect others, whether it be school or work or personal. And so this year, I want to be able to balance both, or all of, my physical, my spiritual, and my mental or intellectual health, as well as the time with family and work, and have a good, nice work-life balance. So my word for this year is balance.
So my word is free, and then we asked our kids this year to pray and see where God was leading them. And so our oldest daughter picked responsibility, and our youngest daughter picked trust. And so it's going to be interesting to see how God leads us. Mm-hmm. And the reason why we actually made these visible, we're going to hang this up in our wall in our house where everyone can see it, because part of being able to keep this word, this direction that God is leading you front and center, is through accountability. And so if Craig knows my word and I know his word, it's really easy for us to say, hey, how are you doing on this balancing? And I just want to stress that these one words are not about willpower. They're not about doing it on your own strength. This is really about a word that God is using to bring focus into your life. And you cannot, I don't know anybody who can keep balance or be free from things without God's help. And so we just want to encourage you that this is really a team effort between you and God and you and your spouse to help just bring you to a new place of health, no matter if you're talking about physical, emotional, or spiritual. So the other thing that we wanted to stress, that God's really been stressing in my life, is prayer. And I know we talk a lot about the importance of prayer, and just to be fully honest, we've made these prayer cards, the Marriage Matters prayer cards, and have been touting them a lot on our Facebook page and on our website. And the truth is that I actually did not start using them until God was like, hey, you're telling everyone how important it is to pray, and how it's important to pray scripture over your husband. and you are not using this resource that I helped you create. And so I was really convicted by that. And so I actually pulled out a stack of cards that I had made already. And I've spent about 2 weeks praying kindness for Craig. He's so kind now. No. And then this week, I have a new card, and I am choosing, I really felt like God led me to the temptation card, because I know whenever we start something new, no matter what it is, Satan wants to come and try to steal that joy and that passion away from us. And so I've really just been praying against temptation for Craig, that the enemy's lies would be thwarted and that God's truth would be just truly rooted in his heart, so that when temptation comes, he will be able to stand against it. So because we're so passionate about prayer, and because we feel like it makes such an impact in your marriage and in your daily relationship with Jesus, we are having a flash sale this week on the Marriage Matters card. And what that means is that you can get 2 decks of cards for the price of one. Normally one deck is $10. We are now making each deck $5. So 2 for $10, so both you and your spouse can have a prayer pack of cards, because you may choose to pray the same card. But when Craig and I were talking about it, he said, I really feel like we're supposed to pray different things however God leads us, because we struggle with very different things. I tend to be very high-strung. He tends to be not so high-strung.
Correct.
Anyway, so when you go to checkout at www.notproject.org/store, you can enter in couples 17, where it asks for the coupon code, and that will give you the discounted rate of $5 per card deck. So anyway, we're super excited to start off this new year with you guys. We really would love to know what you guys choose for your one word. We would love if you have prayer cards to let us know how they're working and how you're using them. The Not Project is not very fun when we're the only ones talking, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yes. So anyway, Happy New Year to you, and any other parting words?
Huh? Let's make it a good year.
And he turns 42 on Friday.
Congratulations to myself.
What? What'd you say?
Congratulations to myself.
Yeah. All right. Take care.